like Reid Hoffman, so he's one of the co-founders of LinkedIn. He said that over half of these tech billionaires is
Mark Zuckerberg just spent $270 million building a blast-proof bunker in Hawaii, complete with its own water tank and its own localized power grid.
And then there's just a bunch of storage space.
By the end of this video, we're going to walk through why the elite are putting up bunkers and separating themselves from the rest of society. And more importantly, I'm going to hand you the exact blueprint on how to build your own retail doomsday portfolio so that you can profit as these cowards hide. My name is Rob. I'm a real estate entrepreneur, a former mergers and acquisitions attorney at a top 10 New York law firm, former faculty member at a top 8 business school. Most importantly, I've been trading these markets for 25 years successfully, and I am here to help get you rich smart.
You do have a bunker there. Is there something you know that we don't?
No, I think that's just like a little shelter under.
Smells like bullshit.
It's time to do some billionaire math and to ask some really hard questions. The Bezoses and the Zuckerbergs of the world spent the last 20 or 30 years preaching about the value of the digital universe. Now, all of a sudden, they are abandoning those statements at the expense of purchasing finite resources. They're buying land. They're buying up water rights. They're putting in their own bunkers and their own power grids. Why?
What is that event? What could it be? Do these tech billionaires know something that we don't? Are they prepping for some real eventual event?
So the reasons include nuclear tensions, AI risk, climate disaster, essentially any world-ending event.
What is the doomsday scenario that these tech titans know about that they aren't telling us? Today, we are going to rip the mask off of these billionaires and find out exactly what's behind that billionaire panic.
It's Mr. Carswell, the bank president.
And more importantly, how we can profit from it. Wall Street wants you trapped in their digital casino. They pump up software companies and AI companies knowing that you will act as their exit liquidity. They need you to buy so that they can get out of their positions. But look at what the true insiders are doing. Look at Gates, look at Bezos, look at Thiel, look at Zuckerberg. They are executing a massive flight to physical realty. Bill Gates is now the largest private farmland owner in America. I also hear that he likes to travel to islands.
Oh, yes.
Zuck is buying up Hawaiian Islands. All of them are buying uncancelable, off-the-grid physical security. They are hoarding dirt, water, and power because those are the only things that matter when the system cracks. You can't print more land, and you can't inflate away a water source. These guys are preparing for Armageddon.
Why are people coming to Queenstown?
They want that second option, that backstop to perhaps if the button is pushed over in the US and there is problems, or politically it does take a strong twist, that they have got their jets on standby. They can come down here to their safe haven and get on with their day-to-day life without any major intrusions.
What sort of clients are we talking about?
Well, some of these guys are oil and gas out of Texas. We've got a number of people out of Silicon Valley, New York-based. Certainly a lot of the high flyers up there. We're definitely on their radar.
People where some 14, 15 million bucks ain't a problem.
I think for some, it's petty cash.
So now we know that the tech titans are putting their money into real estate, but I don't think any of us have $270 million lying around to buy our own private island on Hawaii. The great news is that we don't need it. We can actually mimic where their money's flowing using a Wall Street vehicle called a REIT. Without getting into all the financial BS, a REIT is basically a mutual fund for dirt. A REIT buys, operates, and hoards massive amounts of physical land. And the best part about a REIT is that by law, 90% of its operating income must be returned back to you, the shareholder, in the form of a dividend. So when you buy a share of a REIT, you're not buying a tech company's promise of future earnings. Instead, you're buying actual pieces of physical land and a claim to the cash flow that's generated by that land. Now, if you're interested, we have a whole episode on the takeover devoted to REITs, which you should really check out to learn more.
It's a shameless plug. Shameless plug. Yeah, it's just a shame.
So how do we find the right REITs that track what our billionaire buddies over there are doing. If you pull up a basic stock screener and just filter by the word REITs or high dividends, you're going to get crushed. Standard screeners are going to lump everything together. And if you aren't careful, you're going to accidentally buy a piece of a half-empty office building in Chicago or some swampland in the Okeechobee Lake. We want doomsday real estate, not the other BS. So how do you actually find these? Well, I have 2 Wall Street cheat codes for you. The first cheat code is the insider database. Woo! Believe it or not, there is a free centralized registry that the insiders use to sort by REITs.
Brilliant.
It's sponsored by the National Association of Real Estate Investment Trusts, and it can be located at REIT.com. If you go to REIT.com, you'll see that there's a directory of REITs. Click that box, and you'll be able to filter by sector. You want to filter by the specialty sector and by the timberlands sector. Hit enter, and out will spit a list of REITs that fit the bill. These are the REITs that are hoarding the land and hoarding all the trees. These are the ones that we want to take a deeper dive into.
This sucks. Change it.
Our second cheat code is the Trojan horse trade. Wall Street pays analysts millions of dollars to build out thematic ETFs around agriculture or infrastructure, just so they can charge you a management fee. But we're not going to pay that fee. We are going to steal their homework. I want you to go to a free site like a Yahoo Finance and look up an agricultural or maybe a timber ETF. Tickers like Wood, W-O-O-D for timber, or MOO, M-O-O for agribusiness. I want you to then click on the Holdings tab. Look at the top 10 heaviest weighted stocks. And that is your exact list of companies dominating the physical land and equipment space. They just did all the research for you, and you're not paying any of the fees. Now you can go hunt down those individual assets and those individual companies and buy what works for you. One other quick hack. If you're looking at farmland REITs, look for properties in regions where there's secure legacy water rights. Remember, land without any sort of guaranteed water is just a future desert, and you don't want to buy it.
I don't like sand.
Land and water are just step 1 of building out our Doomsday Portfolio. Step 2 is about power. Remember, Zuck's compound has its own localized microgrid because he doesn't trust the public utilities to keep the lights on. So while the masses are going to be fighting over public infrastructure, you should be researching the industrial companies that are building off-grid, localized power generation, because the demand for independent energy is about to skyrocket. A microgrid is a self-sustaining energy ecosystem. Usually it's a mix of solar, battery, and localized generators. Its most important feature is the ability to physically disconnect from that vulnerable national power grid and operate entirely on its own indefinitely. In the industry, this is known as islanding. Not that kind of islanding. Sorry, Bill.
Thanks to the generative AI race, data centers like this are springing up as quickly as companies like Vantage can build them. And that means demand for power to run them and cool them is through the roof too.
If we don't start thinking about this power problem differently now, we're never going to see this dream we have or the potential we have of this amazing technology that can truly change our lives.
One ChatGPT query takes nearly 10 times as much energy as a typical Google search, and as much energy as keeping a 5-watt LED bulb on for an hour. Generating an AI image can use as much power as charging your smartphone.
Billionaires aren't just buying backup power. They are buying independence from public failure. As our aging U.S. power grid gets pushed to the brink by extreme weather and massive demand from data centers, the ability to produce one's own power is transitioning from a luxury into a survival asset. Now, you and I can't buy the billionaire's bunker, but we sure as hell can buy the companies that feed the bunker's life support system. Here are some of the exact tickers that Wall Street's using to play this off-the-grid infrastructure boom. First up is the Eaton Corporation. This is the brain of the bunker. Eaton builds those massive electrical switchgear and microgrid controllers that physically allow a compound or a data center to island itself off the main grid. Second is Bloom Energy. They are the off-the-grid high-tech guys. They build solid oxide fuel cells that generate electricity without combustion or grid dependency. They just signed massive deals to power AI data centers completely off the grid. Third, Caterpillar. This is the heavy-duty muscle that everybody knows. But most of us retail guys think that Caterpillar just makes yellow tractors. Not so. Wall Street knows that their industrial power division builds the massive localized power grids required for remote mining operations and for those billionaire compounds. Fourth is Generac. We all know them as the home battery backup system, but their commercial and industrial division is exploding as mid-sized businesses panic over the grid instability.
100 of the richest and largest private landowners in America own 1.86% of all the land available in the United States, the majority of their land being forests, ranches, and farmland.
The smartest money on earth is aggressively buying up physical assets, and you should too. If you can't afford to buy up 600 acres of farmland next to Bill and Jeff, then REITs and microgrid stocks are probably right for you. Stop gambling on options. Stop listening to all the penny stock hype. You're just being used for exit liquidity. Start owning those hard assets that actually keep the world running and where the billionaires are running to. If you like what you saw today, hit the subscribe button and join the takeover. I'll see you on the next one.